I'm Rose from Children's Physio Tunbridge Wells. Today I'm going to talk to you about torticollis. So this is a Latin word for twisted neck, or also called wry neck. So I'm going to teach you a few basic stretches and positions for your baby using this dolly to help give you some tips. So torticollis is where you get tight on one side of the neck. It can happen shortly after birth or up to 3 months. And it's due to tightness in the sternocleidoid muscle, which is down here. So it's very important to get early intervention for this so the neck doesn't remain tight, and you can also then get resulting head tilt with plagiocephaly, which is where one side of the head gets slightly flat, and that's because the neck's always on that side. For example, this baby was stuck slightly to the right side of the head could get slightly flatter. So I'm going to show you some stretches first and then a few tips. The stretch I'm going to show you, you'll have your baby on a flat surface, could be their changing mat, and if we say the baby has tightness in the right side of the neck, you're going to hold their right shoulder and with your right hand, bring it over the baby's head. And can you see what I'm doing is I'm bringing the ear to the shoulder. So the baby will feel a stretch down here. You can even do this on yourself to feel. You'll hold this for about 30 seconds or so, and you'll do this throughout the day. When you're changing their nappy is a good idea, because then it's little and often. So just hold it there. So that's the first stretch. And then you can come out again and always repeat it, and it should loosen up. Then what you're doing is you're going to turn the baby's head as if they're looking at something over here. So you could even put something there or move your face round. So it's a bit hard to see on this dolly, but you're turning their head that way. So you'll just gently hold their head. So they're looking, I'm just going to move the dolly's head so you can see. So they're looking over at something there, again, to do a nice stretch in there. Another thing you can do is they'll be lying on their side. So again, if they're tight there, they can lie on their side to play, which can open up their neck muscles here and have something in front for them to engage with. Great thing to do is when the baby's awake is lots of tummy time, little and often throughout the day. And you can do this, and you can use by using a rolled up blanket or towel so that the baby can be positioned over it like this. And again, this is good just to get their neck stronger, help their hand strength and the back of their neck strength, so their head is coming in the middle, and so having toys in front as well will be really helpful. When you're holding your baby, it's important, again, to help stretch this side of the neck. If you hold them this side, and if they're not too resistant, you can lightly drop the head down and hold the shoulder down here and just rock them gently. And again, this will open up the tight muscle in here. When you're holding them close to you, again, if the baby's head is often this way, you will just be encouraging them to look this way when they're held. So if they're in a sling or you're holding them, they'll just be turning the other way. When your baby is sleeping, have a think about, it could be in your bedroom if their head is often that way, that there's a lot of light or noise in this direction. So you could always turn the baby round this way so that they're learning to turn their head this way. Feeding, when you're feeding them, you could bring the bottle so it's coming to the opposite side to which they prefer. And also what's quite important when they're sleeping and when they've gone to sleep is if their head is this way, that you can line up their head to be in the middle when they're asleep. When they're awake in the day and you want their head to be in the middle, you can get a towel or blanket and just prop it, or a V-pillow, and just prop it around just to help support their head in the middle. And you can also do that with a car seat. You can get a pillow to keep the head in the middle. But do try and limit time in the car seat because that's not good for baby's posture. On their back playing, it's always important to encourage them, again, to look to the other way that they want to. So if the baby's always looking to this side, getting all toys over to this side so that they'll want to look over this way is also very important. So I hope that video has been helpful. Like I say, little and often stretches throughout the day. Just being gentle and you'll get used to how it feels, and it will get easier. And do try it on yourself as well. For example, we were saying the baby was tight in the right side, so you can gently move your own ear to your shoulder, bring your hand and feel that stretch, and you'll feel it down here, as well as turning to look over your shoulder. And you might find in yourselves you've got one side slightly tighter than the other. Thank you.